Hello, happy thinkers. It's Melissa here delivering episode 26 for WTF or Wednesday Thought Forum. Today's topic is going to be, are you stuck in life? Well, here's what to do. So if you're joining me, please send some hearts and some thumbs up and wave to me so I know that you're here and can acknowledge you. Feel free to engage in the conversation as well. But again, are you stuck in life? Well, here is what to do. Say hi. I got Freddie watching already. Hi, Freddie. Thanks for joining us today. So, okay, here we go. Here's what to do if you're stuck in life. So, even when life is going well, things can be pretty hectic and life can throw you a curveball. No matter where we are in life, we all get stuck every once in a while. Hello, Sunshine. Tim Dockery is visiting with us as well. Thanks for joining us this evening. And I see Amy Mathis Underhill watching and Teresa Heartless Fannin is watching. Thanks, guys, for joining. Feel free to join in the conversation if you have any questions. Again, our topic today is, are you stuck in life? Here's what to do. So no matter, again, where you are in life, we all get stuck every once in a while. And when we're in this rut, per se, your energy's pretty low. Sometimes there's a lack of motivation. But this feeling is perfectly normal, and you're not alone. It's all part of the journey to being happy. So number one, you want to embrace the feeling of being stuck. And this just isn't when you're stuck in a rut. We're talking anytime you have feelings, you want to embrace those. But for this particular conversation, we're talking about being stuck in a rut. In all aspects of life, whether it's work, family, friendships, relationships of any sort, you have to allow yourself to realize that life is hard. And there are going to be times when you need to push harder through things just to even get by. Realize that this, again, is normal and others experience too. Your situation is not unique. Sorry to say that, but it's not. A lot of people deal with this. Number two is to identify your source of obstacles. So what is stopping you from getting stuck out of this rut? So obstacles, Teresa has zero motivation right now. Well, Teresa, I have a video on that too and an article. So feel free to revisit those. And you're not alone, because a lot of people are struggling with motivation right now. Because, times have changed and things are moving pretty slow right now. So it's hard to get that motivation, but hang in there because things will be picking back up again. So when you identify your obstacles are always going to be there. I mean, they're inevitable, and we all have to face adversity. Hi, Tim. I see you waving again. Thanks for joining. So yes, we all face adversity, but guess what? The key is to how we actually deal with that struggle. So when you're stuck in life, we often tend to use the same approaches that we've had in the past to try and get out of them. And this is kind of sometimes when we get stuck in that rut, because we're using, well, first of all, we're in the same situation again, and we're using the same approach. When in all actuality, we need to actually understand why we're stuck and what actually got you there. So just knowing the why and working to understand those obstacles will empower you to make the necessary changes you have or need to do to get out of this stuck position. Number three is to reorganize your time. Hi, Amy. Amy is joining us this evening. Thank you for joining. If you have any questions, feel free to engage. So reorganizing your time. It's too easy for us to fall into that trap of negativity. Very easy, especially when you're stuck in life. But how many of us, and this happens all the time, not just when we're stuck in life, but how many of us say, I don't have time to do this, I don't have time to do that. These are just simply the start of an excuse. Kelly's with us tonight. Hi, Kelly. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you guys all coming out. We're talking about when you're stuck in life and what to do. And we're on number 3, which is reorganizing your time. So what you need to do is you need to create time for yourself. Creating time for yourself allows you to be naturally productive. By allowing this time for yourself, you can actually establish a plan. Hello, love. Kelly Gerver always calls me love, and I always call her Kelly Rella. So anyways, hello. So by allowing yourself to establish a plan, it will guide you through these moments when you've actually just had enough and can't take much more. Number 4 is going to be talk to yourself honestly. So have you ever thought, why can't I give sound advice to my friends or family members or coworkers without much reservation, without much issue? But when it comes to myself, it's totally different. I mean, I can raise my hand. I talk to you guys all the time about things to improve yourself, whether it's with time or motivation or learning this, learning that. But, when it comes to myself, I don't always listen to myself. So that's kind of what we're talking about. It's true. I was just talking with my niece the other day, and she was, hey, Dave Goff is with us tonight. Dave Goff's in the house. Hello, Dave. And so we were talking, and she's like, well, this seems like common sense. I should have known this. Why did I make this mistake? And I'm like, trying to explain to her, I'm like, not everything is so common sense when it is actually happening to you. Because when you're under all this duress or stress, you don't always rationally think. And so therefore, it's not so much common sense to you. It's a lot easier for you because you don't have the problem to preach it to someone else. But when it's actually happening to you, it's totally different. And I will state a common quote that common sense is not so common. So just keep that in mind too. But it is. It happens. It's easier for us to talk about it's easier to talk to others about some of their problems because we're not the ones having it than it is for us to actually have it and talk it out. So what we need to do at this point, though, is when you get there, you need to step out of your mind and kind of treat your situation as if you're talking to this friend or family member that you would give your solid feedback to. And remove yourself from the situation and act like it's their situation and see if you can learn from that. This not only takes you out of the picture of your own issue, but then you can start to think a little more clear and rationally to resolve the issue. Number 5 is distract yourself a bit when it's needed. Like for me, I'm a creative person, so if I'm stuck in a rut, sometimes I may try to write or draw, and I'm not very good at drawing, but it relaxes me and I feel productive. So what you need to do is just find what works for you. For some people, it may be reading. Others, it may be meditating or working out, playing a guitar, or watching a football game. There's all kinds of different ways to find and relax and distract yourself from this funk that you're in. But just do something to take your mind somewhere else, a place, though, where you have positive energy. We all have those daily routines that grow stale sometimes, and it leaves us kind of feeling frustrated sometimes. So every once in a while we need to shake things up and find new ways to distract ourselves, especially if this stuck mode lasts for more than several days. Number 6 is to increase your productivity. Try to find ways to increase your productivity. If, let's say, for example, you work all day and work is very overwhelming, and it's just very, very frustrating, and you're stuck in this rut because of a bad day at work or something, you need to find a way to be productive outside of work. Maybe that's coming home and you start to garden or mow the grass or maybe work on the car or write a poem, or some people do art work, or whatever it is your outlet is, and feel productive. I know when I get angry or anxiety sets in or something, you know, I'll clean, because I guess if I'm going to be miserable, I might as well be productive at the same time. But then you kind of feel good because at the end there's, you know, an actual benefit. And, you know, my house is clean or whatever the benefit is. But there's many different things, yoga, dishes, or just any kind of small project that is productive that you need to get done. The list is endless. I know it is in my house, but so productively using your time will relieve this stuck feeling. Number 7, and the last one, is to look backward and look forward. And what I mean by this is no change ever comes fast when you're stuck in a rut. But like anything else that is worth striving for, sometimes it takes time and energy and a great support group to get through. Again, that's why I keep stressing it's very important to have a very good support group. But this is something else I also stress in a lot of these videos, is do not compare yourself to others. It's depending on your situation. You may be stuck in your rut maybe for a couple of hours, while others may be stuck in life for 30, 60, 90 days. I mean, maybe a whole year. Every situation is different. The reasons why we get in these ruts are different. So don't compare yourself to others. Don't give up, and just do it. Get through it. If you feel like you're failing, then look back to where you were a week ago or maybe several hours ago. Don't miss out on those tiny little successes. So my final thoughts tonight is we all need to move. We all move at different paces, and we all have different struggles in our life. So what we feel like doing a lot of times is just quitting. But keep in mind that these moments are totally normal. Many people go through them, and they too shall pass. So if you liked my message this evening, feel free to find me on my blog at thankmefirst.com. I'm here on Facebook in our Facebook group, and you can find me on YouTube too. You just in the search bar type in Melissa Shim, and all of our WTF videos will be there. If you want extra tips, tricks, hacks, I also have an email that goes out once a week, and you can sign up for that on my website. And then I just created another website. If you're into wall art, you can find me at fierceyetfeminine.com. And I just started creating some wall art there. And there'll be some journals and planners, but I'm still working on those. But anyways, feel free to share this information with others too. Let's make our group bigger. And I just wanted to say thank you for everyone joining tonight and anyone who watches the replay. And remember, thank me first. You guys have a good evening. Bye. Thanks for joining.